Okay, everything about my father so about POG Media. So yeah, the kind of Abramo national security Ebura a former governor, Bank of Ghana, a year Omubora Nifia Ebusia say Omoko no Makwa investigation. And investigation now Omoko Ebusiomoko no say empty money boxes are ye keep sika wom oko Bank of Ghana, ye keep sika wom no. Omoko kopie bi so ewo eye Governor Addison ni fia abusua. According to source Kevin Taylor no or say omo ba ni fia na asa mo ba be ready ni fie no and say oyi is can nyina free. Sa empty money boxes no enye box ba ko and enye box ni no abusua na sika man no ono so ahole agu ni fie no enka yenim nipa o man tip off. But omoko kopie za empty money box so enye asam keto akwa yensa momramo yenko na yenko nkotie ensem a e course na answer na ebeko no o ensem kan bi afa share the comment section like share ma afofron so ensa into me enkabi aha POG Media. So let's catch trending stories are making waves in the so ya ja to say ya the bebrem madam ase
national security ako Addison fie. And in the process of investigating Addison, they had to confiscate a lot of things from Addison because it is part of the investigations. When the FBI gets a warrant to come to your house, when they come there, the warrant gives them the right to pick anything they believe will help them in their investigations. It is not something we've not heard before. When the FBI gets a warrant from court, from a judge, and they say, go to this guy's house, go and do your investigations. When they enter your house, they can take okuraba because if it is going to aid them in their investigations, it's part of the process. So at the end, see that when national security people get a warrant and enter Addison's home to start their investigations, they have the right to take anything they want to take if it's going to aid them in their investigations. So nobody. Actually, Jimmy. Actually, you are foolish. Actually, you want to do politics with everything. And I've seen somebody like Franklin Kujo, because your IGP has been kicked out, you want to foolishly use your big stomach to act as if you are intelligent. So you are going to go after national security. Nobody can stop the national security from doing their job. If they get the right notification and permission, the national security should be able to investigate whatever they want to investigate. Are you not the same people who are talking about transparency and accountability? Did Addison tell anybody in Ghana he was slapped? Did Addison tell anybody in Ghana he was harassed? The national security went in there, and with the warrant that they are holding, they have the right to pick anything that will aid them in their investigations. So what is the big deal here? It is because the content creator minority leader, when we say MPP for Jimmy, so he's using them to build what? To build his political career. This is Afinyo Markin after the Bank of Ghana governor was basically raided.
For the governor, some 10,000 cedis on his bed could not be found. So some of these hungry party foot soldiers that they use, who parade themselves as national security operatives, after all, perhaps not even being paid, and they use this opportunity to steal. The governor's wife's earrings and necklaces were also not traced. They couldn't be found. In other words, those operatives stole these earrings and necklaces. Ghana is a mature democracy, and we should do better. 3 cars, official vehicles of the governor were also taken away, only to be informed later that they've been parked somewhere, so he should send his drivers to go and pick them around 4:30. A call came from the same Richard Japa.
You see, they want to turn the whole thing into a Richard Jakpa NPP thing. Jimmy, this guy is a content creator minority leader. He will assemble them and he will use them. The national security has come out to say they didn't take anything. Suddenly, shockingly, 10,000 Ghana cedis. Ayiranti, young press conference. Earring ayira, necklace ayira, into young press conference. You see how foolish these people are. Addison till date, have you heard Addison say somebody harassed him or harassed his wife? If the earring is going to aid them in their investigations, did they say that earring, the question here is 10,000 Ghana cedis per Edenyano Addison fee. Wow, Tiemino, Equasum. The air one say, buy no Addison fee no 10,000 Ghana $600 and they're done in Paso. 10,000 Ghana cedis per. Deputy Attorney General.
Concerns are on two sides. There are a group of people who believe that the AG is actually being slow, and there's another group of people who are of the view that the AG is being aggressive. Last night there were some searches conducted in some homes, and the views are divided. But I would like to assure the public that we are, as much as we can, pursuing persons who are believed or are suspected to have looted, state assets, being money or other properties. We are committed, and work is going on day and night for that to be done. Most importantly, we are also doing so within the framework of rule of law, because as you may know, there have been instances in the past where persons who are suspected have been arrested in manners that don't comply with the rule of law, where violation of human rights and other laws have been broken just because people are suspected. We've also witnessed instances where people have been put on trial for years without any evidence and without any conviction, without any trial, and they wake up, go to court, and they are just spending money on lawyers. We are determined, and when I say we, I mean my boss, the Attorney General. He is of the view, his policy is that he will not put anyone before any court without having sufficient evidence to prosecute the person. So the reason for the delay we are seeing, or what most of the public are seeing as delay, is that we are making sure that we get it right, we get the evidence before we put someone in court. We are not in the business, or we will not be in the business of putting people before the court and now seeking permission to go and now look for the evidence. At least we must have what we call sufficient evidence to be able to put people before criminal court.
Council, so you are saying the searches, including the former BOG governor, was sanctioned by your office?
So the offices, there are so many. So if you look at how government works, we work with other institutions, and people submit complaints. So, but every search that you see, is part of the government framework to fight the corruption, and we'll take responsibility for the search that are happening, and we want to make it clear that those searches and the mode in which they were done in accordance with law. Warrants were procured and warrants were used to conduct those searches.
The Deputy Attorney General told you whatever raid that happened at the house, it had warrants. They had warrants. What Afenyo Makin, the content creator, the minority leader or content creator, no, he failed to tell or say in his content creation, and I said what he did, his press conference now, the content creation now, empty money storage boxes found in ex-Bank of Ghana Governor Addison's home. Money boxes, empty. O yisikari nyina no wie no de 10,000 Ghana beto them paso. Why didn't Afenyo Makin speak on this? Because when the national security guys went there were money boxes. What is money? Money boxes. What was it doing there? Sika, boxes from the Sika Gumo Bank of Ghana, ABCC Addison fee. Ni nyina ye empty. But Sika omu ye, nyankopon hu ehunti. Omu hu $600 pe. 10,000 Ghana. And the show bu be shitase. And the done dem. Addison or this castle. You see, and they failed to tell Ghana for this part of the story. And they want it to look like, say, Jakpa and a Sebio or Tatanko. So we are minority leader, and so when you're TikToker. What you need to do first is to pick a phone and call the Attorney General. And ask the Attorney General, you have heard that there's been a raid at the former governor's home. Did they have the warrant, the permission? If the Attorney General says, I have nothing to do with it, I have no knowledge, but because Afenyo Markin, the content creator, the minority leader content creator, no, or say, Obiabe the camera, Obiabe Jina the Nim, or Nim say MPP for Jiminti, or say fast, press conference, because every single thing should be about him. Afenyo Markin is a content creator. He knows what he's doing with the MPP. Or Nim so much Jimmy to say, stray dogs now, and I said rabies dogs on the streets of New York. No, on so new home. They don't have locket a chair on my dress. On my say, stray dogs. I said, one grammar on New York. So they don't have a dress. And Afenyo Markin has taken his time to analyze the NPP. On so much Jimmy. Kamadama PJ, ne 12 Jenny, or the Afenyo Markin. The political career is a beans. Mami Penina, what's na politics? Mwache say. Where Jimmy Kuran Kasafenyo press conference ye Yemusa the authorities are yes see omabaye raid and say did they have the permission? But appear where Jimmy politics a Jimmy Osora na bobo achichidi echi entuma hye nufu ase no de den angwa for nufu so oso da ho yaketesia wo ma Afenyo Markin content creator we Jimmy no, and that is what they are living with now. So you see Obo so na jo. Yes, the MPP executives, sorry, adding, Joe boy, you go police station, you see at TSMB, Joe boy, because Jimmy, the party lacks direction. How many times can you do that in 8 years, 16 years, 32 years, 42 years, 48 years? How many times can you do that? You need to be tactical about the way executives of a political party react to issues. The party lacks leadership. The party is full of fools. Afenyo Markin is a content creator who basically has turned himself into a minority leader. And on his party, no more Jimmy. Go on the MPP platforms, go on their TikTok platforms. It is all about Afenyo Markin because Jimmy. The question we need to be asking as a political party in opposition, the first question I want to know, Attorney General or the National Security, who is the head? I, as the minority leader, I want to ask, who actually gave or sanctioned this raid? Also, Attorney General said, Mr. Minority Leader, content creator, I did not. I don't know anything about it. You call the IGP. IGP, I'm the minority content creator. Who gave the permission for people to raid the governor's building? I'm the IGP. I have no knowledge. National Security. Then, you as a content creator, you can bring out your content. But so stupidly of these fools, Madam Apiejeden and Kwala Nkombrewa Maka Pato Jiminti, Omudiboy. So they get up and they say whatever they want to say. Because Omunim say the followers of the party are piglets. Omunim say Omwe Jimmy. JB Dankwa Kaye. Or say the foolish masses are the ones that are following the MPP. They actually analyze their level of thinking. JB Dankwa na asef wono. Omu will say, the padudu omu di MPP chinomu kenkan ko school omu Jimmy omajwene wo form. Omajwene say ngo. Until they can use simple tactics to use them. Yet Akroma na JB Dankwa US Embassy say yintu US Embassy. JB Dankwa sorry say na me pay ma. These are the kind of people we are looking at. JB Dankwa Akuffo Addo wofa. Otumi sorry no pa hohoro ne to. No akobo US Embassy me pay ma yo muntua meka. A flag bearer, a presidential candidate for this piglet party. Otumi walk it to the embassy of the United States in Ghana demanding salary. Why she? Adana muntua meka. He's a snitch. Such people are not supposed to be mentioned in our history. These are despicable piglets who are not supposed to be given space. These are people who worked against this country. Treasonous characters. Why should we even entertain such dirty fools? Why should we be having this conversation today? Why should we be even considering the NPP in our conversation? Because there's no leader. They lack leadership. The person leading them is a content creator. A whole parliament flag bearer of a party. Remember, I said we are serious. JB Dankwa. Time JB Dankwa ko ball a US Embassy punum ewo Accra. Say yentua ne kana nisika mbaye no. Na oya flag bearer of MPP. Na oya omo flag bearer or to say Bawumia. How? on earth. Now the boldness, sibi onya kukudro to be sorry the to powder. I have not been paid 6 months. Give me my salary. Like the infantry at that thing, I will feel it's a Ghana. You are snitching on your country, and in open light, you are demanding for your salary. And these ingrates, JB Dankwasi for way then we sit here, they want to build this nation with us. They will sell us. And Regina Akuffo to call US, Coach Abrofo him say, he wants a Abrofo to go and attack Burkina Faso. These are not people to listen to. These people to reason with. Ghana and Akroma Pantra, we are not supposed to even sit at the same parliament with the NPP. Never. And we need to get serious as a people. You might not like me. I don't fucking care. 90% of more among pemasem a pain and a woman kumem. I didn't know Kevin to me did John Mahama about power. Right now, no, or time woman Mahama and I will form more time Mahama. But the funny thing is, I'm not going anywhere. I am going to stay here for 42 years. And that the NPP is nullified. They don't deserve to be part of Ghana's history. Shadia. 3 days ago, Anna Meka Asimu Hachemu, the new boss, General Mante, to head a NACOC. And the major drug bust 2 days ago or a day ago. NACOP nabs notorious Nigerian trafficker with $2.1 million worth of cocaine and heroin in Ghana. On say, it takes time, but you see it. On say, and the Ghana, you are confident. You are breathing new air. You are seeing, say, no, things are changing. It is not going to be easy for John Mahama and the NDC, but they will do it. When was the last time I would say, Yachi Obi? Cocaine, heroin in Ghana. Every day, before election 2024, me a whole expose of a ship a docky work Tema port. Cocaine ma. They sacked everybody from the port. Making sure that ship no call. This is the first time in about 9 years, sir, a government about power less than 4 months. Drug peddler. Okuta cocaine heroin almost $2.1 million. Yeah, where a street market. So heroin and cocaine now $2.1 million. No, when it's cut into 3, you can't cut out here. Cocaine attribute obesebiano. Omudi edrofu fro frame. And this osa coke atreba kwa. Na sebe costed $500. Osa di eye kunkunte one eye atreba ko fra. It will double to $1,000. Into the money you are seeing like that. On the market, it is like 3 times. Don't joke. And you need to understand, these are the kinds of people I also say, so this man I was talking about, the head of NACOC, in collaboration with these people, they have been able to stop such a drug deal. Things have changed. Things are changing. This is what we need. I don't care about who is insulting John Mahama and insulting the NDC, because nobody can take NDC out of power. When the NDC keeps doing what they are doing, and we make sure we use the facts and the truth to protect them, I don't care. All bloggers around the world, all media houses in Ghana can gang up against the NDC. Nobody can take NDC out of power, because I'm going to use the facts to defend the John Mahama NDC administration, and I will make sure they stay in power for 42 years. Nobody. This is what we have been talking about. Makacham say me go MPP. We will make sure, say, this party never come close to power, because you see, only dangerous. It's a very dangerous political party. Now, MPP for mentality is say Ghana be ye die, and NDC MPP nye. It's a MPP and ye Ghana ngu. That is the mentality. And Rich, let me tell you on TikTok. Now in Gaimbi, and with all due respect, majority of, and it hurts me to say this, majority of NPP for platforms say what TikTok. I'm telling you. And you see, say, when you listen to them, and they say you being a Democrat in America and listening to Fox News, you want to understand how they think. So when you see a Democrat like myself, watching Fox News, it's not because Fox News can convince me. It is because I want to understand how they think, so that when I am assessing them, I will know how to assess them. And sometimes I like to listen to those things. And when you go on TikTok, now ukotie sibi omo kasa, it is obi to be beer and kasa ain. And dear city dear, and dear omo mayanti ahun, ya Mr. Kwasia, okote nwa kwashe kuraba bemu. Ote nwa kwa hin, ehina woko. Yanti ahun, yeni asantefo dear, yanti ahun, na yanti ahun frigan Jimmy, we yanfanti chireman. And with all due respect, and yes, but I'm talking about majority of the people who follow the MPP. That is their mentality. They think it's something against them. It will go TikToker. Oh my dear, you say it is us against Ghana. You cannot fight Ghana. Wallahi, nobody can fight Ghana because Ghana they decided who becomes president. Until Mahama is president, you know. Nobody can fight Ghana. No tribe in Ghana can fight Ghana. It is the time the party needs to sit back and reflect. Party, you know, you cannot rise above Ghana. You can't. There is no way a tribe in Ghana can rise above Ghana because Ghana rises in a 1.8 million gap better Bawumia, Mahama and Tim. That was Ghana. That was not a tribe. That was not a group. Until you people understand that, baby, Jimmy, and that is what I keep talking about every day. And I'm able to go into their head to understand the Semegu party. No? When I say Semegu MPP, it's not just mere say, I am in their head. I know how they think and their level of intelligence. It gets to a point, then it starts to shake. Now drop it. Because they don't want to allow their brain, their level of thinking to cross some particular line. Into a drew openness, a cross line, and I started shaking. Then it drops because they don't want to allow it to happen. Majority of MPP followers, supporters, they are ignorant, they are foolish. It is them against Ghana. And I swear to God, nobody is above Ghana. No chief, no queen mother, no whatever, nobody. So the better you come along and understand the fundamental things we can all do to help this nation, nobody can nullify Ghana. It's a pain and it's education. It's about realizing you people should sit back, have some deep reflection. Into me, my spare time, I listen to NPP. Yes. And I can handle NPP because I know how they think. Majority of them, they
okay, everything I win and some are so I will political highway. So a governor Addison, ne HSA after your markings, and HSA Kevin Taylor, so a guamswa, and ye as some kids to cry. But I must say, some of the Pocotis are ODW at the my POG Media. So